see Marcus Peters, how he was crying?
Yeah, talking fucking about some, tell Sean Payton that, keep that same shit because we going to see them soon. Marcus Peters, you got fucking cooked, bro.
You got cooked.
You got cooked by Michael Thomas. It's okay. Like, I would say the same shit if I'm Sean Payton. Yeah, we like the matchup. He busting his ass. Get it to him. Yeah, like, you supposed to be getting mad at that? Shut up and go line up again, bro. It's okay. You lost that battle. Maybe we see y'all again. Maybe you see him again in the playoffs, hopefully.
Then you get cocky like that, like you've done something in the playoffs the last few. Like, your team is 8-1 right now. That is not
And the
shit.
Rams has been trashed for like the last, since the Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt era and shit like that. Yeah,
I mean, they had a good season last year, but they got knocked off in the first round.
Exactly. So y'all still got a lot to prove, bro.
Win a playoff game.
Exactly.
And then say some shit, see me down the line. The Saints have been there. They've done that.
Yeah, Drew Brees is a Super Bowl champion.
Super Bowl. Like, that shit pissed me off.
I feel you on that one. But yeah, man, the Saints are looking real good. And then, how do you feel about that Dez Bryant signing? You feel like that was a really good move by him?
If they can get Dez Bryant to not be a baby on the side if he's not getting the ball or whatever, but if he turns out to be like an Adrian Peterson experiment, then it was a bad move. Because AP, first game of the season, was getting upset because he wasn't getting the ball like he should.
Yeah, he didn't fit the offense.
Yeah, it definitely didn't fit the offense. So if he fits the offense, that's great. But if not, just cut him and move on, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing with that one there. It's not like, they're signing him to like a 3-year deal and some shit like that where they're going to owe him a bunch of money if, it doesn't pan out and they cut him. Like, it's a 1 year. I'm not sure. I didn't see the money, but I'm assuming it's like close to like a veteran minimum. Maybe like they toss him like, $3 or $5 million for the season. But, I think it was a pretty solid move if, hopefully Dez is healthy. Like, Dez hasn't been healthy for these last couple of years. And I feel like that definitely played a factor with his decline in Dallas. And then I feel like, you're playing with one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time and still like a top 3 quarterback right now in Drew Brees. So he's definitely going to get his opportunities. And you have a elite receiver in Michael Thomas on the other side. So you're definitely getting one-on-one opportunities as well. And you just got to beat his matchup and, make sure he still has decent, reliable hands. And hopefully he's healthy and can start getting open again because, that was the situation in Dallas. The man couldn't get open. All right. But, so we'll see what the Saints can do with the pickup of Dez Bryant. I definitely like that pickup for them. And then I want to talk about some of the games that's upcoming for this upcoming Sunday and get your opinions on them. I want to get your picks for them, I should say. So the first game on the lineup here, we have Detroit going against the Chicago Bears. And Chicago
I was just gonna
are
get
6.5 point favorites.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, but what do you think of Chicago, especially leading their division?
Yeah, man, I did not know Chicago was leading the division right now. I was looking at the records, the standings this morning. And Chicago 5-3, leading the division, 3-1 at home, 2-2 on the road, and on a 2-game winning streak. That's impressive, and that defense is legit. That pickup of Khalil Mack, man, that has made a world difference for that Chicago Bears defense.
The telltale sign is the next 3 weeks they have 3 division opponents.
Yeah.
So this is where we'll find out.
Make or break. It's make or break time.
Yep.
Chicago, if you are for real. And if you can win 2 out of the 1, you would put a stronghold on that division.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I mean, if the one you want to lose is the Lions game this week.
Right.
But you don't want to lose games to the Packers and the
Vikings, right.
Because we know they'll be there.
That's a fact.
At the end of the year. You've got to take care of business, them games. But they're going to go 1-2 in those games. They're going to beat the Lions this week, and they're going to lose to the Packers and the Vikings.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think they might go 2-1. I think they can beat the Lions. I think they can beat the Vikings. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised they beat the Packers. The Packers aren't looking too sharp.
Right now, Aaron Rodgers is saying RELAX. I'm telling you, that boy's going to be there at the end. He's going to be in the playoffs.
I believe in Aaron Rodgers. I fucks with Aaron Rodgers. You know how I feel like I still feel like he's the best quarterback in the league. But that team, the overall team is not that good. Fucking Mike McCarthy, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's up to.
But Aaron Rodgers is just turn it up even more, man. It's coming.
But he can only do so much, man. Like, I get it. Aaron Rodgers he's the GOAT. The best of all time, probably, in terms of like throwing ability and like just quarterback play. That's the best quarterback I've seen ever. But but there's only so much that you can do as the best. Like, you got to have football is the ultimate team game. It's a reason for that. And if you don't have an elite quarterback, if you don't have at least a competent quarterback, you're probably not going to win. But even if you do have an elite quarterback and your team sucks, man, you're probably not going to win. Like, it's a lose-lose situation right now, man. Aaron Rodgers can step it up as much as he wants, and that offense can ball out, but that defense is shitty. They give up points, and then he got to come back from consistently, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Packers are going to do. I still believe that Aaron Rodgers is still the man, and I'm not going to ever count the Packers out because they have him. But we shall see. I'm going to hold my reserve on that one there.
When a big game comes down, Cousins is trash, so he'll fuck it up in the end. Packers win that division.
Okay, all right. You heard it here first. That's on the record. All right, so a couple of other games I want to touch on there. So the Saints are playing the Cincinnati Bengals. Saints are so for Chicago, you're sticking with Chicago for that game, right?
Yeah.
Do you think they cover 6.5 point favorites? No. Okay, they don't cover. All right. No. The next one here, the Saints versus the Bengals. Saints are 5.5 point favorites going into Cincinnati. Who do you have in that game?
This is one of those games that you're like, okay, Saints just beat the best team in the league last week. They're running through the talent. I got the Saints scraping by the Bengals this week by a field goal. The
Bengals are playing better than a lot of people are giving them respect for. Mm-hmm. Like, they got blown out by Kansas City on Sunday Night Football, and I hear a lot of analysts referring back to that game. But the Bengals have been looking pretty solid, and I agree with you on that one there. I think this is going to be a tough game for the Saints. They're going into Cincinnati. The weather's starting to get colder, and Bengals are playing for that division still.
Coming off bye, coming
off fresh. They're playing for that division. They're right behind Pittsburgh now, and then Baltimore. We're still in the fight somewhat. Mm-hmm. I think the Saints are still going to win as well.
It ain't going to be easy.
Yeah, but it's definitely not going to be easy. It's definitely going to be a good game. I feel like AJ Green and Michael Thomas are about to put on a show on Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of talk on the AJ Green, but that Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, Tyler Boyd,
he's up and coming for
the Ravens killer.
Yeah.
Knocked off my playoff hopes. Fucking him and Andy Dalton.
I definitely love him. It's Tyler Boyd for that reason. But I got him on my fantasy team this year, and he's doing pretty damn good. He's averaging 15 points a week. That's solid.
All right. A couple other games I want to get to here. Another big game is looking like is going to be a divisional game. Is going to be the Seattle Seahawks going against the LA. Well, I'm sorry, real quick. So we're going back. You got the Saints beating the Bengals, and do you think that they cover 5.5 point favorites?
Saints cover?
Yeah. Do you think the Saints cover minus 5.5?
No, it's never a good thing when you're favorite on the road.
Yeah, against a decent team.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say they win by a field goal.
Field goal? Okay.
Scrape.
All right, so the next game I want to cover here is a divisional game. It is the Seattle Seahawks against the LA Rams. And the Rams are at home and 9.5 point favorites against the Seahawks.
Sounds about right.
Really?
You know why? That's how Vegas does it, man. If you ever think, like, when you're betting in football in a division game, when there's a really good team and a somewhat decent team, whatever, the first game is unpredictable. But after that first game, they base it off of what they saw. The first game they did, it was 33-31. Rams beat Seattle.
Right.
So they figured, okay, that's the close game right there. So they figure they go to this game.
The next game going to be a blowout.
Yeah, it's going to be a blowout, and it's in L.A. on top of that. So I just feel like, and another thing is the Rams are pissed off from last week. So you add all that into a factor, it makes sense that it's a 9.5 point underdogs for Seattle, and I could see the Rams covering that.
Okay. I think the Rams are definitely going to win by at least 12 to 14 points. Mm-hmm. Even though, all due respect to Russell Wilson and Seattle Seahawks, man, Russell Wilson is doing all he can with that team right now.
Sure is.
And it's not enough, man. I feel so bad for him. Like, I wish Wilson. I'm glad he got his money, I'm glad he got his ring, but it doesn't look like Seattle's going to be doing anything anytime soon for the near future. Like LA has definitely taken the crown for that division, and I just feel like that Seattle doesn't have enough to keep up with the scoring, and then their defense is. Remember, the Legion of Boom happened 3-4 years ago. Like, that was the most dominant defense in the NFL.
Had to pay Russell.
They paid Russell and they got rid of everybody and they got injuries and oh man, the Seattle man is a shell of itself and it's kind of hurtful to see, but that's the NFL, man. Yep. That is the salary cap. That is the quarterback era where quarterbacks are averaging $100 million contracts easily, even if they're bad. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Ryan Tannehill, who's having a decent season, but he's not no $100 million quarterback. Shout out to Joe Flacco for robbing the Ravens.
Tannehill is he's been out the last 4 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He hasn't been playing, huh?
Yeah. They got fined for that because it came Sunday and Osweiler was starting all of a sudden because they never even brought him out on the injury report that he was hurt.
Right.
And Osweiler comes in, he wins that game, and he's been playing ever since. So what the hell is wrong with Ryan Tannehill right now? Can you tell me?
I'm not sure, man.
He's like the Derrick Rose of the fucking NFL without having Derrick Rose skills. Dude's just always hurt. Why?
Hey, he was playing decent for Miami too.
Yeah,
when he was in there.
When he's in there, but I mean, Jesus Christ, how many times can you fucking go on the injury reserve list? I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man.
Fuck. Poor Miami fans. Jesus.
Yeah, that's rough. You got to watch fucking the Brockweiler. Shout out to Brock.
Hey, he's 2-2.
Yo, fucking Brock Osweiler. Yo, that dude has made some serious money.
Yeah.
But you trash when the team that gave you the money trades you and a second round pick just to move your contract.
Yep.
When Houston moved him to Cleveland.
Yep.
That shit is crazy. But shout out to Brock, man.
Hey, he don't get shit. He's still getting paid.
Yeah, he got paid. He's a backup quarterback.
He's got a Super Bowl ring.
Man.
And he contributed that year somewhat. He contributed. He played half that season with Peyton.
Damn, he was on that team, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That was before he got traded or signed with Houston.
Remember,
that's a fact.
Remember that? I think we were playing Monopoly at Marky's house, and we were watching Brock Osweiler and both running backs from Denver run all over New England,
right,
and beat the shit out of New England on Sunday Night Football. And then that was the season they ended up winning the fucking Super Bowl
against Carolina. You're right.
They had a defense that year.
Yeah,
that was
defense.
all defense.
Yeah, that was all defense because Peyton Manning was done.
He was done. He was throwing beach balls out there.
Oh my God, that shit was ugly to watch, man. That shit was hideous.
That was like watching you go out to Hyde Park and see a couple guys throwing around. Yeah,
for real, just an old ass man just trying to like relive his glory days. But he got another ring, man. Shout out to Peyton Manning. He pulled that defense though. They shut Cam the fuck down. I was so sick about that.
Yeah,
I wanted Cam to win so bad, man.
That was probably one of the most boring Super Bowls that I've seen in my time.
I enjoyed it. I enjoy a good defensive performance. Like Von Miller dominated that game.
Yeah, it's a boring one. What's the worst Super Bowl you ever seen?
Worst Super Bowl was probably the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Seattle Seahawks.
That was the same one I was going to say.
That shit was terrible.
Like the worst of all time.
I remember 2 plays from that game was the Willie Parker 75-yard touchdown run,
and then the Randall L.
Yeah, Randall L. throw to Hines Ward. Those were like the only 2 memorable plays from that Super Bowl. But that shit was trash.
Even the Seattle-Denver Super Bowl was probably second on that list.
I love that Super Bowl. I fucking love that Super Bowl. They beat the shit out of the fucking Broncos.
I hate it. I want to see a good
You're
game.
a Peyton Manning fan, though, right?
But, yeah, I'm a Peyton Manning fan, but
right.
I want to see a good game, though.
I
really do. I want to see a good game.
I've learned like I enjoyed that one so much because the fucking media, the way they was hyping Peyton Manning up so much, and they was not giving the Seahawks no respect. And then the Seahawks just came in there, and from the opening play, they get the fucking safety, and then they come out and they just fucking lay the wood on their receivers.
From opening play, that was just
you knew what it was going to be after that.
Terrible.
You knew what it was going to be.
Would he come back and throw like a pick 6 or something? They were losing 9-0.
Probably.
Bat.
Like right off jump, man. I remember the fucking hit Cam Chancellor put on Demaryius Thomas, and that brother didn't want to go over the middle no more. Like that Super Bowl with.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh yeah, Peyton, they're gonna come back in the second half. They got this. Kickoff, kick return for a touchdown.
Man, that shit was crazy.
This sealed it. It's over. Like, come on.
Let's stay on the Super Bowls real quick then. What was the best Super Bowl you've ever seen?
Best Super Bowl I'd have ever seen. Woo, that's tough, man. There's been some really good ones.